I'm in the middle of cleaning out my truck toolbox, changing seasons. I'm pulling all the summer stuff out and switching over to things that I'm going to need for the fall and for the winter. I have a small shovel that I carry with me when I'm fishing along the riverbank. This makes it easy. I can cut a set of stair steps in the riverbank, the dirt riverbank, so that I can get from the water's edge up to the top of the bank, and different small digging tasks like that. I carry it in the winter time too for snow purposes, but that's only useful when it's a hard packed snow underneath the tires that I need to get into a tight space and dig out small areas that the bigger shovel that's normally in the back of the truck, you just can't work in that same area with it. So this is a Vietnam era USGI entrenching tool. It's the soldier's shovel. It's got a shovel that'll fold up to a compact size. There's a pickaxe that'll come out for use on its own, or you can make it opposite of the shovel itself, or you can have the shovel as a rake or straight forward. It's a pretty handy tool. They don't make this anymore. The newest versions is a lighter weight, less capable shovel that they issue to ground pounders. They didn't bother issuing me one in the Navy because there's not a lot of shoveling that you need to do on a ship. This is it's got an NSN number stamped into it. It's got a manufacture date of 1968. It's a good shovel, and it's really convenient. I just ordered the Cold Steel Special Forces official Tacti-COOL hand shovel. This cost I think $12. It sounded like a good idea. It showed up and it sharpened all the way around the sides. This one is not sharpened at all. So I'm not going to go so far as to say that's completely useless, but the first thing that I'm going to do, more than likely, is take this sharp edge off the sides and smooth it down, because it's genuinely not needed. I have a lot of experience running a shovel, a hand shovel. The new guys that show up on the job site and they've got their shovel completely sharpened down, and they take a file and they sharpen up the pointed edge, and they do all this nonsense with it. Those are the guys that end up buying a new shovel before the season's even open, because you sharpen the edge, it makes the edge thin. As you dig and you use it, the dirt takes this edge, takes it off. So then you sharpen it again, you make the shovel shorter, you use it some more, it takes the sharp edge off. It's having a sharp shovel is where it might get you working. It might help you go through tree roots and grass, maybe. I suppose you could use it as a machete, but in all honesty, as a shovel, this sharpened edge is a glorious waste of energy and time and steel, because this is just going to wear down. This shovel here, they're essentially the same piece of iron. There's a few differences, but if you stack the two together, the cold steel version is slightly bigger width-wise, but it's shorter. It's shorter for length. So by taking the sharp edge off and rounding it over up to here, I'm really not losing anything from this one right here. Another thing that struck me immediately is that people who put this handle together, they don't work with wooden handle tools. I can tell you that right now, because having a glossy varnish finish on a hand tool is the quickest way that I know to give yourself blisters. So the first thing that I need to do is sand this smooth, and what I normally end up doing with my tool handles is I'll stain it the hardwood up, and then finish it up with some linseed oil. So as far as right now, this cold steel combat special forces tactical shovel, I'm not impressed. Seriously. I'll still use it. It's still gonna go into the back of my toolbox. I'm still gonna I've got a nylon cover that fits over the edge. I'll maintain it. I'll end up using it, but when it gets right down to it, this is a gardener's shovel. This is meant to be used when you're working out in your flower garden, and you need to dig in bulbed flower bulbs. It's meant to be used one-handed or two-handed when you're down low. It's a really short handle shovel. I paid less than $1 for this at a garage sale. The handle, the wooden handle, goes all the way up to the end of this blue handle here. So the end of the blue handle, tip to tip, this is the same shovel. With the blue handle installed, it's the same shovel as this one, for a lot less money. So in all practicality, this is a lot more functional, usable shovel. It's even lighter. This one here is lighter than either of these two. So I brought this in also. I rehabbed the handle. This was starting to dry out, so I sanded it down and rehydrated the handle. This down here is linseed oil that's run down and dried. I'm not worried about it, because as soon as I start using this in sand and gravel, all of that is going to be coming off anyway. So my things that I was going to do today is I'm just going to take this. You can tell this handle hasn't had any maintenance done to it since 1966, 1968. So I'm going to sand this down, sand it smooth. I'm going to hydrate the handle with some linseed oil. That's going to raise the grain just like it did with this one. And I'll sand it smooth, then hydrate it again, and this will be good for another 1966 to now. It's going to be good for another 45 years, 46 years. They sell, I was looking around, there's a company called Swiss Link, and they sell a German Army entrenching tool. It's a reproduction of the German Army entrenching tool for less than $15. So it's going to be no doubt it's going to be a lighter weight construction version of this, but it'll have the pickaxe handle, the pickaxe attachment, and the shovel attachment that all folds up. So if you're looking for an entrenching tool like this, Swiss Link, search for the German Army entrenching tool, and you'll find it there. So that's my session on pack shovels and truck shovels.